I just love watching dogs and stuff interact. So, I am going to be working here soon. Just set up my tripod really quick. It doesn't look straight, so if it's not a straight video, whatever, it's fine. But yeah, this is where I'm at. I'm hanging out in my car. I got here a little bit early, so I was able to get a lot of my gear set up actually even before I needed to. So it was nice. But yeah, got about 45 minutes until the actual game starts. We're doing pretty well. Got everything hooked up. Everything's going well. Hopefully everything will be well. But yeah, so now I'm just I'm killing time. I've been just kind of scrolling through videos and looking at different things, and eating some combos. So yeah. I did get lucky. I do have a cable coming in, or not cable. I have a camera coming in that is, I think, going to make my filmmaking nice. I think it's going to make it look really good. And I'm excited for it. You know, there's still a lot of ways to go, but I'm trying to learn to appreciate the little victories. Especially when I have a setback. Trying to appreciate the little victories that I had before the setback. Because that's life, right? I used to say life is like a roller coaster. You can't have your ups without your downs. So that's what makes it thrilling, right? If life was just all up, it'd be a straight line. And where's the excitement in that? So I keep trying to remind myself of that, and keep trying to make sure that that's where I am in terms of my thought process. Because again, when you're rebuilding, it's interesting. It's I grew up poor. And when you grow up poor, it's like, yeah, you can see the stuff that you're missing out on, but you've never actually experienced it. You don't know what it's like to not have to worry about, okay, well, if I want to go to McDonald's today, I have to plan this out, because that is, and back then it was cheaper, but that is like $10 that I don't have. That's what I grew up with. But you don't know any different when you grow up like that. So now that I did have, I guess, a taste of the sweeter life, I guess you could say, where I had a house that we owned. I had a car that I owned. I had a job that paid decently. I had, if my kids wanted something, I could just go out and get it for them. We weren't rich. Don't get me wrong, we weren't rich, but it was one of those things where if my kids did want McDonald's one day, I didn't have to, text my wife at the time and be like, hey, they want McDonald's. Is that gonna cripple us for the week? That was nice. But when you're in the rebuilding stage, as I am, what's hard about it is, like, even those small victories, it's hard to appreciate them, because again, when you're coming from so high up as I felt I was in terms of life, those small victories don't feel like victories, because it's like, oh great, I'm just going back to baseline, because my baseline was being able to go to McDonald's without having to worry about budgeting. Or if I see, if a buddy calls me up and says, hey, I want to go out tonight, you game, and I'm free, I'm like, yeah, great, let's go, and I have to worry about it. So it's like those small victories don't feel like victories, but I'm trying to make sure that I remember that they are small victories, that they can blossom into something. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much where I'm at. in terms of my thought process. You know, I mean, I still have a long ways to go, but at least I can get to baseline. You know, that's the goal. I mean, yeah, let me get back. Let me start appreciating that I'm getting closer to baseline again. You know, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right. I guess let's go check out. Make sure everything's looking good. Somebody parked way too close to me.